Alright, we are back. Let's see. Just want to say that it looks like I've been doing the editing the videos at the time. It looks like some of my voice just tends to cut out some words. So sorry for that, but it is what it is, I guess. Let's load. And that's I think this will be the last part for this ending that we're about to receive. I'm trying to remember what else I said. I can't remember it at all. I think that was the only thing. Anything else, if I'm trying to remember? I guess it was also, when I stop in the middle of a sentence just to read one word, it kind of ruins the entire wording, I guess. Or the entire immersion, so sorry about that as well. But the quality looks good, and I added some memes, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Alright, let's load. 2 weeks later. Oh, I forgot about this. I thought we were going to do the other cutscene. Alright, so we got additional time. Time seemed to fly after prom, honestly. Also, let's get the background here. Probably the stress of finals. The graduation rehearsals. The graduation itself. And I nearly gorged out my eardrums having to sit through Naomi's speech. Of course, the bubbling blockhead was the valedictorian. Her speech, as rehearsal it was, still sounded like we were at a funeral. Even now, I think she's still seething from prom night. Or maybe it's the photo of her face that's currently accumulating in a certain Albanian car trading chat room. Definitely much better than the reaction I could have made. But a week after, Fane came to me with the news that Trish got an idea for a celebration and Nazer was organizing it. Nazer organizing any party meant that he would sure nobody had any real fun, so Fane convinced him to split up with the work between the rest of us. It was Fane's job to get the pizza. I, the broke fuck that I am, was supposed to put in charge the fire and finding a good pit for it. You people are good at making fires, right, Anon? I wonder if I could sue him for hate speech. That aside, the party is at St. Hammond Beach. Wait. Hey, yo. I wonder if that's a reference to something. You won't see in the VOD because it could be spoilers, who knows, for future videos. Alright, the party is at St. Hammond Beach, which is below the cliffs that make the town's name, or namesake. The sun is already set, and when we get there, the starry sky illuminating the whole place in a pale blue. I got to the site a bit early and got to set up a most impressive fire pit with mutilacious setting stones surrounding it and logs in an ideal tower for an overnight blaze. Everything's ready, so where is everyone? We agreed to meet at 7, right? Right, as I reach into my pocket for my phone, the van chugs onto the sand from the distance. It stops right in front of me and Trish flies out, side door, gasping for breath. You look like you just got choked out by spears. She just points back to the van. The driver door opens, letting out a gust of smoke from within it. Reed emerges from the cloud as nothing was wrong. Reed, your car. Oh yeah, you like it? It's an electric. Was that in the original? I can't remember a falling animation like that. Trish collapses in the sand. Before I can check if she's still breathing, the stereotypical mariachi car horn catches my attention. I swing around to catch Stella and Rosa exiting the hot pink Prius, each with a pair of phone speakers in hands. Waving to them, my focus returns to Ree, now helping Trish off the ground. Diverting my attention back at my masterpiece of a fire pit, realization slowly dawns on me that I have nothing to start the fire with. Need a light, amigo? Oh, he throws a lighter too. I wonder if that's a sprite CG we can see. I doubt it though. Could be in the game files somewhere. Before I can respond, he reaches into his pocket and fishes out a lighter, which is promptly tossed my way. Oh, never mind. There it is. Catching out of the air, I briefly catch the words "fuck communism" engraved on the side when I hear another car approaching. Yeah, I just gotta read with confidence, even though some words might get mispronounced, but some of these words are out of my vocabulary of knowledge, so apologize. But if I stop in the middle of a sentence, it might ruin the flow, I guess, or the story. Recognizing it by sound alone, I see the next car glide to the salt next to Rosa's car. The name might still be dull as hell, but I'm gonna admit it's growing on me. Meg emerges from the backseat and waves at me. She hunches into the car and gets out the pizza boxes and starts sliding towards us. Come on, babe. Please, you know she didn't do it on purpose. Nyambia erupts from the car in a fronting rage. Her shirt's noticeably stained a red-orange. Or an orange-red. Either one. Ha! Wish I did. Oh yeah, the box on the top is a bit messy. Long story. How on earth did you throw a pizza on me from the back seat and get it back in the box? Neither, bro. You driving the whole time, right? Yeah, why? Just a feeling. That stuff has been happening ever since that picture of me was posted online. Relax, babe. It's just the start of the summer. Here, take my jacket. Needs to start sliding his jacket off his back end. What the? What is this non-central bullshit I see before me? Why is there's a second jacket below the first one? He taps my back and pulls my eye away towards the spinal anomaly. Hurry up with the fire, man. I got the booze already. So give me a second. This audio seems a lot louder than usual. Which doesn't make sense, because... I guess it's just louder for no reason, right here. So, a full shot of all the characters. Once the bonfire was set ablaze, Stella and Trish started setting up the speakers around in a radius. Are you sure these will be loud enough? There's only a few dollars at the supermarket. Or there were only a few dollars at the supermarket. Oh yeah, those will be louder than the car this time. What do you mean by that? Whatever. Why would you buy coffee to be louder than a stereo? Anyway, he drops the ice chest he was holding in his hand. Went all in, man. Got the name brands and everything. I'm surprised you got Nazer to lend you up to bring this stuff. Lend? Yeah, that's what it says. Okay. Neezer returns to the rest of the group wearing his jacket again. I guess Naomi didn't want to wear it. Got me to agree to what? About that? You brought alcohol? I mean, I usually call it liquor, but... Darn it, Reed. We're all underage. You know, even if we're agreed, Naomi will just pitch a fit. Dude, we all just graduated. If now isn't the time to live little, then when? Neezer hesitates. Besides, I think of you and Naomi. Huh? Yeah, I got a special brand just for the two of you. Great beginner stuff. Whatever, I'll try it. To keep Naomi from calling the police, fine. You're a real bro, man. If everyone's ready, then let's get started. Ready? Soon enough, the pizza and booze was passed out, and we're all sitting in the sand around the blazing fire, and the weekly top 40 list is playing on the speakers. Is that the good weekly top 40 or the bad weekly top 40? I don't know. Everyone's conversating amongst themselves. The good old comic picture. I think this was like in part of the trailer, or one of the main pictures for the game, I think. Nice. It says blessed on that box, I can't tell. Of course you got the Kanye. Alright. Okay. I'm just making sure I didn't miss the dialogue, because it looks like it. Trish. I guess Trish just starts in like that. Are totally in. Come on. You look great in it. No fuck away. That's fucking real. A beach maid? Have you ever been sneaking around Reed's stash again? And another thing. Her song wasn't even that good. Why is it just who gets the short end of the stick? I liked it. You said a dozen times already. Or you said that a dozen times already. You know, I'm something of a gardener myself. Oh, really? You should have joined the gardening club back at school. We had the loveliest little poppy bed. Poppies, you say? The coincidences keep on piling up, don't they? The robots are powerful and they use their blood. Super cool, right? I'm pretty sure that's Evangelion. Alright, Stella was talking to me. Forgot why I was zoning out for a bit. Yeah, sure. Or sure, yeah. Great, I'll get you a copy and we can watch it at your place sometime. At my place? Man, I really don't remember this cutscene. I always forget this cutscene exists for some reason, or this area of the game. Oh, and bring Fang along too. She'll love this movie too. Did I just agree to something? Oh, enough about inwards flowing. I don't know how to pronounce it. I want you to show you something neat. She brings a small box from her front pocket. I got a new set of tarot cards. You want me to be the first one to use them? I don't see why not. Stella shifts into a cross position and fans out all the cards for me to pick and form. Or from. I pulled out and turned it over. The Lovers. The illustration depicts a human and a pterosaur in the embrace. I raise an eyebrow at Stella. What's that look for? Oh, come on. Oh, you know, the heart of the cards and all that. Go ahead and keep that one. I sigh and tuck in the card into my jacket pocket. Did you do that on purpose, didn't you? Still, it's not so innocent smile tells me all I need to know. Yeah, I think that's like one of the tarot cards. Because depending on some of the choices you choose, you get different tarot cards during that first reading. But this is probably like the only tarot card that shows up here only. Also, I think I bumped the mic a bit. Hopefully it didn't catch up. I think it's cute. Rosaria apparently finished their biantical conversation and we're listening in on Stella's entire fortune. Ooh, do you mean next, man? Maybe later, Reed. Reed deflates a bit, and my attention returns to the inebriated couple behind them. Why'd you even give Nazer to get him that wasted? Reed glances behind him before throwing his head back in laughter. A little party trick, bro. He grabs one of Nazer's empty cans and tosses it in my lap. Holding up to the light, I barely make out the words. Non-alcoholic, written in microscopic font. Yeah, we got one of those douchebags revving their engine out there. It's definitely picking up on the mic. So you mean they're totally sober, dude? It's my turn to laugh at the pair making fools of themselves when Fang suddenly gets up and starts walking towards the parked cars. Got something I want to do. Be right back. I give her a smile and turn back to Reed. We can still mess with them. Man, watch this. Hey Nazer, what's your plan now that you're like out of school? The two of the virgin drunks turn their attention to us, Nazer clearly deep in thought. Man, like, I'm going to go to a nurse surgeon. My boy's so smart. Gross. They're definitely hammered. I lean towards Reed and lower my voice. Should we tell him? Nah, dude. Naomi's having fun for like the first time ever. So tomorrow then. Definitely tomorrow, bro. Reed lets out a sigh and turns back towards me. So like, for real though, what are you gonna do now that school's over, man? I'm not certain just yet. Wait a second. Is it me or I just realized something? Some missing. Was there... There could be a cutscene missing, actually. Unless it's after this. Let's go and save, because this is probably like one choice only. Not certain just yet. I'm not sure yet. Think of doing something with music, maybe becoming a sound engineer. Nice, dude. So, can you be the band's sound technician when you're done? Yeah, something like that. How about you? Alright, let's go here. Load. Go to college. Well, Spears convinced me to send out a couple of application letters for college. I think I'm doing something with music. Maybe become a sound engineer. Oh, nice, dude. That could be the band sound technician when you're done. Yeah, something like that. What about you? Me, I flow with the go. Really? Me, flow with the go, dude. Like dinos of old. Gotta get in sync with the universe first, you know? Soul searching, huh? Did that for a while. Right. What about... I'm going to get my collimologist license and open my own horn salon. I don't know, I did my best to read that. The immature Triceratops bursts out from the other side of the bonfire, catching me off guard. We'll do hair, horns, piercing, and engravings too. Fang even said that'll be your first customer. I told you a million times by now. Fang returns for wherever she went, now carrying an object in her hands. The flickering light of bonfire is enough to illuminate the cover of the school yearbook she's holding. Without a word, she walks right in front of us, suspiciously carrying the yearbook right towards. You're not gonna burn that yearbook, are you? That thing is like $80. Okay, the joke right here is like, I think in the freaking bad game, because I forgot to say that game is also pretty bad. The original game is like really bad, like a joke. They actually burn their yearbook, and I like how Anna's just pointing out that, like, dude, that's like $80. Money wasted. Anyways. What? No. How drunk are you, you dork? This many. About 3 fingers, though, is suddenly 9. Gonna need some more beer to fix that. God, Anna, I think you're still... Or, God, Anna, I was thinking we could all, I don't know, sign it. I saw a lot of others doing that. Oh. I always thought it was a little silly tradition. Thinking back to all the yearbooks that I have back home. And now they're all blank inside the cover. Totally just a silly tradition. Why else would I even have one of these things? Your mom? Aside from my mom. Me first. Trish is already fumbling around in her hoodie pocket for something to write. Inside, I guess. Can't read that word. Yes, I would love to, Fang. Ooh, exactly what to write. I know exactly what to write. First, let me do a palm reading. Heh, I'll sign it too. Woo! The yearbook makes its way around the fire, each one of us leaving some meaningful message on its inside covers. I'm the last one to receive the book, and I look what each of our friends wrote. You'll always be my best friend, no matter what happens. Lucy, Trish. Lucy, nah. Fang will always be Fang to me. Stay frosty, Reed. Wow, you even drew a King Rex, complete with fire breathing. Even the most wilted of flowers flourish under God's light. Rosa. Think of reading that counts for the next few church visits. Amen, Raptor Jesus. The future is something that you build for yourself, Stella. So close to kneecapping her with this book. Fucking Sailor Moon. Now, I still haven't watched... I watched Sailor Moon back in the day, but... I've never actually watched it, like, straight through. I only watch it in parts. So, maybe that thing will actually show up for once. Can't decide whether Nazir or Naomi's. Nazir looks like a bunch of chicken scratch scrabbles, while Naomi looks like her chickens went to college and got a doctorate. Anon, hello? You've been staring at the page for the past 5 minutes. Right. I just, thinking out what to put. Okay, Anon, something meaningful. Something that reminds Fang of you every time she reads it. What would you write? Oh boy. What would I write? I actually forgot about this as well. Alright, before I do this, let me just do this spell checking real quick. Just give me a second. There we go. Perfect. I handed the yearbook to Fing. She skids the pages, then skids back her head. Really, Ayana? You're such a dweeb. It's very fitting if you ask me. As the night draws on, the temperatures fall, and we move closer to the fire. My fingers find themselves interlocked with Fang's, and her wing drapes over my shoulders as a usual blanket. I can't help but smile as we slowly drift off to sleep around the campfire. I can regret the hangover tomorrow. Right now, I just want to enjoy the night with my friends. Save just in case. Six months later, after prom night and the graduation life slowed down, I've been accepted to a college for a few states away for a degree in sound engineering. No worries about the school except for the lunch card I still had to pay back. Mel had been kind enough to give me a summer job to help with that. Although I didn't think I can talk to some of the things I've seen, I've never was able to look at the marinara the same way. But the pasta-based trauma aside, it's now the day after Christmas. This one was not in the original either. 3.3 versions. It's brand new. I'm sitting on my bed looking through one of my favorite presents. Fake's mom was right. I'm happy about all these photos. As I look through the scrapbooks spread across my lap, I can't help but reminisce about the best year of my life. I have to contain my laughter, but Fanny looks ridiculously cute curled up beside me in my bed, curled around my pillows, sucking on her thumb. Go back to the scrapbook, enjoying the memories I've shared with my friends. And to think I wanted to stay a loner when I first got here. Ah, the dreaded beep beep beep. I'm up. This loud noise from Trish presents Fang spouts right up. Oof. And sends me tumbling into Reed's present. Did I already get a full screen of this? I don't know. Just doing it just because I want to look at it again. The new Mindogirima Mark II bumps right against my face. Turns and I continues eating the crumbs off the new carpet. New carpet? You changed it? Something like that. Even from the floor I can say that we're both usually thoughtful gifts. Rio's right, the carpet really helped tie down the room together. And take a drink. It's been 25 minutes or more. I'm going to try to get to the 50 mark and call it. Anna, are you there? On the floor. Fang's face appears right over the edge of my bed. Why are you on the floor? Yoga? Right. I sit up from the floor and shiver. Focadera may not be get snow, but the cold air in the ocean definitely makes the town cold as shit. I think there was a cutscene missing. I wonder it's only available in other endings. Crawl back on my bed and try to find a spot that I'm warmed. Fang, you stole my warm spot. In fact, she's taking most of the entire bed. Her wings are spread wide and all of my blanket was piled over her. Mine. Come on, are you just gonna leave your boyfriend to freeze? Yes. That's cold of you. Fang grows at my pun equates holding open the blanket and shuffling over. Hurry up, I'm not letting the warmth escape. I slide into the blanket next to her, my arms automatically wrap around her Fang's waist and draws her against my chest. Her beak rubs against mine and she hums. Yes, cuddles is the best way to spend a cold day. Damn right. I choke and reach for the scrapbook. You're looking at that thing again? Yeah. Her face grows at pink soft of embarrassment. Aw, is someone embarrassed? And someone's about to be on the floor again. Vroom vroom beep 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 boop. I think that's Mark II. Would like the company. Or I think Mark II would like the company. Sheesh, you're always so grouchy in the morning. Also, I forgot to point out the Metal Gear Rainbows there now too, and wasn't there in the original shot or the original CGs until you actually get them. Sheesh, were you always so grouchy in the morning? I laugh even as her elbow digs into my chest. Fang crawls to the top of me and puts her weight down on my lungs. I only laugh more. I'm not like Fang can do what she can do that staircase could. Stop. Cuddles now. Scrapbook later. Alright. Cuddles it is. She squeals and I roll her to our side, bringing us face to face. I can feel my own face glow as warm as hers, but I also have the same smile as hers too. I place my cassette kiss on her end of her snoot. Exciting giggles from Fang. We did it! He said the name of the game! The Snoot! Anyways. What did I say about that? About what? Kissing that. I'm gonna need to be more specific. Kissing my nose. You mean this? I kiss her snoot again. Stop messing with the snoot. 3 times. I chuckle. It said the name of the game. I chuckle again. Fuck. You made me say it. Fucking insufferable. I kiss the snoot one final time and get another elbow as my reward. Insufferable. So 4 times. I snatch the scrapbook one last time. Fang grows and hides her face in her chest. Why do you like that thing so much? Because your mom was right. Fang grows again. Come on, there's some embarrassing pics of me in here too. Like making out with an anime girl again. Okay, not that embarrassing. Oh god, that was one of the pictures? I thought he was just photoshopping them side by side. I turn onto my back and Fang adjusts herself to lean on my shoulder. The rest of our morning is spent cuddling in bed and going through the scrapbook together. When lunchtime rolls around, I have a face-to-face reality making something to eat. Especially no restaurant in the city will deliver to this neighborhood, so no DoorDash, sadly. Or any delivery services. At last, I leave the warmth of my bed to make lunch. This is going to suck. Where's the thing? I'd rather just carry the blanket around. Mine? Peh. I reach under the bed to retrieve the bag I tried hiding and pulled out the jacket within. To expertly snatch gorilla head stares right back at me, with the text "Monkey for Life" embodied in gold thread. I still don't know if Nazer's racist or he's just really that clueless. This is great. That looks fantastic. Or that looks freaking fantastic. Why don't you not want to wear it? And you don't see anything wrong with this? Nope. You realize last month was Homo sapien month, right? What's that have to do anything with that ugly jacket? I'll sue them later. Alright, here we go. I set the abomination on and step out of the bed. The wall is cold, stinging my toes. Alright, so this sprite's only exclusive to this ending we're having. Let's see, carbonara sounds good. Why do you have to make it sound so weird? Most people just call it tomato sauce. Don't ask questions you aren't prepared to know the answer to. I wonder what that means. Yeah, I'm probably thinking too much of it. I crack 4 eggs, separating the yolk from the whites and savory them in a Tupperware for later. Maybe a simple custard pudding for dessert later. I grab some bacon, cheese, milk from the fridge, grating a healthy handful of cheese into the yolks and mixing them with a slash of milk before dicing the bacon. Boiling some water in this kettle to save time, I stir out the appropriate amounts of spaghetti to toss it in the pot with the water and some salt before grabbing a pan and settling it on the stove. Or stop acting like you're on the cooking channel, Anon. I start frying the bacon to render out the fat before adding the pre-chopped garlic, saltering into its fragrance. When the bacon turns crispy, just in time for the spaghetti to finish cooking, I remove the pan from the heat while throwing the pasta water to bring down the temperature. The final step is to add the yolks, eggs, and milk to the bacon with the garlic, with some pasta water, and toss it with the spaghetti until all came together as a creamy, salty, delicious lunch. All in less than 10 minutes. It's all ready. Alright, Ramba, nap time. Move to the rug so we can eat. Is he talking about that rug? Yeah, I'm guessing it's that rug. Fang rumbles and starts shifting into the bed. So I turn my attention to making the plates. I grab a few sodas from the fridge and place every one of them on the new rug for the indoor picnic setup. Fang moves from the bed wrapped in the bed. Fang moves from being wrapped up onto the bed to being wrapped up on the rug, laying on her stomach. That's a full shot. And she looks pretty cute in that. Actually, I think she's wearing my formal dress shirt, I think. Her feet wag back and forth in a pair of green lush dino slippers. If I remember, if you look in the game files, you can actually see the slippers. Better hurry. In this weather, it'll still get cold in minutes. Then again, the computer's right there. I can always try turning the Snoot coin miner. It's like it'll only work once. True. We both start eating the pasta. Well, I take the classic approach just to slurping up the noodles. Fang has a harder time to resorts to the stuff just twisting the fork around and eating the whole clump at once. You plan on joining any? It's good. Like the cheese. Why, thank you. Eventually, lunch is reduced to greasy plates and crushed soda cans. Faye moves her trash aside and rests in her arms. Oh, I just remembered. I have something else for you. Another Christmas present? You'll see. I take my phone from my jacket and lay it face up on the carpet. Your phone? Hold on. From under the bed, Rainbow Mark 1 hums to life and instinctively makes a beeline for the phone. It struggles a bit due to the small package strapped around it. It's like a pack mule. Fing has to rise her arms around the bumps into her to let it pass. It reaches my phone and it starts happily scraping from the dust from it. Impressive. You get ready to make it do that for you? Maybe, however. That's not what I wanted to show you. Nice. I remove the small package from the robot and hand it to Fang. Go ahead. She examines the box carefully before removing the paper packages. Sliding the box open, revealing an amber pendant on a silver chain. The Snoot. So good. I take the necklace from the box and hold it up to the both of us to inspect. As the amber dangles in the air, it catches the light from outside and grows the same brilliant orange as her eyes. Anon, it's beautiful. Here. I take the pendant from her hand and hold it up and put it around Fang's neck. She holds her hair up and my hands to reach across. I try to fumble the grass, but it's a bit tricky with the wings getting in the way. The trip from her beak was mere centimeters from my face. There. It's beautiful. Must protect her at all costs. Fang lets her hair down again and holds up the pendant. This is... Thank you, Anna. The moment I saw it, I knew it. It would have been the perfect... I guess I read that right. I thought that just sounds weird. The moment I saw it, I knew it would have been the perfect present. Speaking of presents... Sprite updated. She gestures her snout to the ukulele resting in the corner of the room. Are you going to try playing that? I could, yeah. Do you do that song I taught you? I happily oblige and rip off the bow that was wrapped around the small instrument. I'm not singing for you, you know that, right? Fang giggles as I begin plucking away at the tiny strings, producing a very similar melody. She starts thumbing her new pendant. My shrilled recitation were more assembled for the first time Fang played on the rooftop, and her energetic performance at prom. Despite my occasional fumbling, it still processed the same nostalgic tone to it as always had. When Fang begins humming along, I soon find myself joining in to make the song sound complete. I wish moments like these could last forever. But just like in the music in the air, there's always to do, and before long we reach the end of the song. A comfortable silence fills the room after the notes fade. I love that song. I hope so. You wrote it after all. Yeah, but, as her thought is interrupted by a knock at the door. You expecting company? I give her a puzzled look in return before getting up and heading towards the door. My momentary fear of being a potential addict or murderer are cued upon opening the door, revealing... Principal Spears, what are you doing here? Our EX principal is squeezed into the narrow hallway, holding a delicate wrapped gift in his hands. Anon, I can trust that you had a good Christmas? Normally, I don't visit former students like this, but I intend on making light on my offer during the school year. He extends the gift towards me, and I cautiously accept, beginning to open the wrapping paper. Inside is a box of set of anime I've never seen before. Rurouni Kenshin. I remember watching that too, but I never did finish it. As I said, I always open on giving quality anime suggestions. I think you'll find this quite enjoyable. Thank you, Principal Spears. Spears gives me a fatherly smile and I shake his hand. I hope you and Feng enjoy the rest of your holidays. Thanks, I had fun exchanging gifts with my friends. I can see you're wearing a new jacket now. He stares with a certain tiny vile disgust creeping on his face. Oh yeah, the freaking monkeys on the sides. And I get that we live in a prehistorical world and all, but come on, have a little pride in yourself. Feng struggles to keep her laughter in behind. Oh, now she gets it. No, it's cool, Mr. Spears. I'm taking Monkey back. Return to Monkey, of course. If you say so. At any rate, I shouldn't be keeping you too long. You sure? I had some left for lunch if you want to stick around for a bit. I really appreciate the offer, but I have my own plans for lunch with my own family. Alright, thanks again for stopping by. Had to do it at least once before you leave next month. Be seeing you, Feng. Feng throws a hand wave back at him. Spears chambers out of the door and shuts it behind him, leaving just Feng and I in the room again. That's right. You're leaving next month. Feng curls up in the blanket. Yeah. I sit to her on the ground and wrap around my arm around her shoulder. Do you really have to go? Can't you just go to community college here in the city? You seen the acceptance letter, Feng? I got a scholarship to stay, and there's a fraction of the cost. I can't just pass that up. But 5 years? You got plans of your own, don't you? Yeah, so? So? We're still going to talk. Obviously. But Feng takes a deep breath. I'm not doing a distant relationship. Oh. Oh wow. Is this a breakup? Because ow, my fucking heart. Feng shakes her head from side to side slowly. Oh, thank fuck. I don't want to break up, Anna. I was just thinking. We've been helping each other since we got here. Yeah, and I hope you helped me too. I know. But you're leaving for college. So I want to do some thinking. More thinking. Wow, that's new for you. The plastic plate bounces right off my seamlessly harmless head. Or bounces off my head harmlessly. As Feng giggles as I make fake like I'm in a soccer pitch. Or on a soccer pitch. I don't get that reference. I do want to do more thinking and self-reflecting. This entire year has been one of the best in my life, and I want more of them like this. But with you gone, I gotta make them good on my own, you know? I get you. I pull Finn closer, my chin resting on top of her head. So, not breaking up? No, just a break? She giggles again. Yeah, a break sounds right. Not breaking up, just taking a break. Plus, I'm not leaving for a few weeks. Fang perks up. True, that's a few weeks. I can cram in all the cuddles I'll be missing. Cuddles or cuddles? Fang grins Fang grins is just sly of maliciousness. Oh, those type of cuddles. Interesting. At least that's what I was thinking. On the bed, now. I'm collecting those cuddles right now. Yes, ma'am. Don't have to tell me twice. "5 years later."